This video is brought to you by Wally World Red Bull. Just kidding. Hey there everyone, Brian here. Okay, the time has come to decide how I'm going to mount my new front end on this little Craftsman tractor here. There's really three different ways of doing this. One is the way one particular YouTuber has done it, who's built a Craftsman 4-wheel drive. I'm going to try my best not to use names. Another is some of the way I'm thinking about doing it that another YouTuber has done with a John Deere tractor, but I don't know if I want to use his drive method, the way he did his drive on his tractor. And the third is kind of how the second one is, kind of a different idea of what I'm thinking about doing, where I'm going to actually take this entire rear frame of this little Craftsman tractor here. I'm going to cut it just in front of the seat, so I have lots of material to work with, because I don't know how much material I actually need. And I'm going to take that, flip it around, and mount it to the front end of this tractor right here. Basically, cut it so it will fit right up into this tractor here. That's my idea right now. Basically cut where I need to cut on here to make this thing here fit perfectly. It's kind of hard to explain in a video on how I want to do this, so hopefully I can get this done today. I can get this this cut out of here and get this existing front end off of this tractor here. I gotta pull the engine out. There's no bolts in it anyway, so it's not going to take much to take that engine out. And get it to the point that it's mocked up today. And there is a bee trying to get into my Red Bull. Get lost, bee. So I'd like to mock it up. So unfortunately, these rear ends are actually wider than the stock rear end in the tractor with the stock tires. And the way this frame sits, it's actually a little bit wider as well. Between here and here is wider as well. So it won't just straight bolt in. You gotta put some steel in there, and you gotta do some fabrication to make it work. So really doing this here, figuring out where you want it, and your steering will probably be the two hardest things to do on this particular build, and to get lined up and make it work. So my idea is I'd like to keep the stock ride height. I don't really want to change the ride height very much. I'd like to keep it as close to stock as possible. So I like the stock ride height. Basically the compromise of having to go with a tractor like this is I don't really want to raise it up very much. I want to kind of keep it factory. So also what a lot of people, or what one particular YouTuber was saying, is how these back tires stick out a lot further. It bothered him, but I don't think it's going to bother me too much. It's going to actually give it a real meaty look in the front, unless I find something a little bit smaller for the front tires. It's the only real other way I'm going to change them, if I find some 8s or 6s, 6x20s, if that's even available, and a 3-lug rim. So that's the idea as of right now. Try and reuse a part of this frame here as the new subframe for the Craftsman. So that's just the idea as of right now. I don't know if it's going to work. I may end up having to get some steel and do some fabrication. If that's the case, this is going to have to wait till next month. And I'm going to have a rear end sitting here and a tractor sitting here with no front end under it, and it won't be able to be moved around, which is going to kind of suck. I'd like to get this to the point that it's a rolling chassis by the winter, or at least a rolling chassis in the next couple weeks would be nice. I can just tack it together, then bring it to a welding shop and get everything finished welded, because my welder is nowhere near strong enough to finish weld something like this. So I'd like some input, and some input on some people who have done this, or have just in general input. As everybody knows, I like my input from my fans. Unlike some people, I do read my comments, and I do respond to 99.9% of my comments. If it's something appropriate and you're not being an asshole or a dick, I will respond to you. So I guess that's pretty much it for now. So I got one of 3 ideas I'm going to go with. 2 and 3 are kind of a variation of each other, and 1 is a straight up copy of what someone else has done. But since someone else has done it, you might as well copy it, in my opinion, because it works, and they've proven it to work. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe, comment.